Hello, 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 family. Welcome, 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 welcome. Today we're going to do our general chakra balancing and alignment. And today I've chosen crystals for the crown chakra and the third eye. So we're going to do some clearing out of your crown. There's going to be a lot of lifting, pulling energy up. And we're going to do some clearing out of your third eye. So all you gotta do is sit back and relax. And if you are new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate that. But most importantly, comment, because you know I love to read everything that you have to say here in this community. So as we do usually, do I have your permission to say a prayer? It is not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to connect us in community. Do I have your permission? Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for our highest good, please connect us as a community. Please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kutumi. Connect us to all our ancestors, our lineage, spirit animals, spirit guides, archangels, and let things come up and our protectors be for our highest good only. Let us own our power and who we are and move forward in our evolutionary path, letting go of people, circumstances, and situations so that they may move on energetically and continue to evolve. And I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay. So let's do some Reiki symbols. And here you're just going to take deep breaths on your own. Okay. One more deep breath. It's connecting us, allowing this higher vibrational love and energy to shine in the middle of our hands. A couple more breaths here. Ashe, 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 ashe. Okay. So, just to give you some insight as I'm going to start working on your aura, what really prompted me to do this clearing today, working with the third eye especially, is that I wake up at 6 in the morning every day. I don't even need an alarm clock anymore. Today I woke up at 5:55, and it felt very, very meant to be. So while I knew what 1111 meant and 444, I didn't really know what 555 meant, so I had to look it up. And so it is a number of great transformation. And I thought to myself, how beautiful is that? Because transformation and transition is an awesome thing to have in your life, but sometimes we think of it as something negative because it creates or provides opportunity for challenge. So I think as we are going through transition in our life and going through transformation, let's reapproach our challenge opportunities as opportunities rather than letting them impact us as traumas. And that's really what this channel is about, switching our energetic powers to not just be the recipient of trauma, but to be almost like the victor of challenges. So with that really brought up to me third eye, crown chakra, and our stone, moldavite, which is exactly that. It is said that if you use moldavite, that you are embracing the transition and the challenge in your life. And most definitely, those transitional periods will come with challenges that are challenges, but they're most definitely opportunities. So let's just get started here. I'm going to go ahead and say, take a deep breath in. Breathing in this stone. Great, 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 great. Take 2 more breaths here. Okay. And it has this translucent green extraterrestrial like stone color to it. So continue to breathe here. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. I'm just going to use it for your aura. And to me, it's almost like a representation when you use a stone like moldavite for your aura, is moving through karma and past life. Not everybody thinks or believes in past lives. It is something that I think about and that I believe is so. But there's always room to be wrong. But the reason why I think that is because I believe that we are energetic beings, spiritual beings, having this physical carbon-based experience. So if we are greater than this physical body, then why wouldn't the spirit be able to reemerge again, over and over again? Because it's not the physical body that is the most important part. It is the spiritual and the energetic body. And I believe that we're here to learn, we're here to evolve, we're here to heal. And it's not going to be one lifetime where you get everything. Sometimes it's a couple lifetimes, a couple experiences. Just look at this life right now. How many times did you have to learn the same lesson over and over again? So to think that this one life is all you get, I don't think so. But I do think that there is a uniqueness, that this is the only time that we get to be this person in this body at this time with this family. So it's still sacred within itself. And of course, the stones are here and always available to you. Your eyes might gravitate towards one of these stones more than others. And it's just this energetic, this distant healing. I use the Reiki symbol for distant healing today. This distant healing that you are going to be invoking and calling upon and connecting with. The energetic patterns of whatever stone or stones really call out to you. So that's okay. So the stones that I have with me today is I have clear quartz, opalite, smoky quartz, and I have moldavite, and I have blue goldstone. And so blue goldstone, you'll typically see this normally goldstone, which is kind of like this brownish, bronzish, kind of sparkly texture to it. This is similar look to kind of like a specular hematite, but it's a little bit more dull, a little bit softer and rounded, more rounded in edges. And so gold stones, they're man-made stones, and what it is it's clear quartz in copper pieces that are together. And so they're so beautiful. You've probably heard my story before of where I went and I saw just working with the aura right now, and I saw some beautiful gold stone, and the person next to me, they wanted to purchase it, but as soon as they found out that it was man-made, it really turned them off. But a lot of stones are man-made. I mean, look at something like clear quartz. Silica is one of the most found substances on the earth, and of course you bring it together and you're going to mold it to get this shape. People aren't chiseling this, they're melting it to get it that way. And of course there are naturally occurring clear quartz as well, like this smoky quartz would be something that would be naturally occurring, you could tell too. But energetically, I think it works out just fine. Sometimes I feel like these kind of work a little bit better because, and okay, I'm going to explain to you why. I thought about it for a second because when I first started this channel, I got into more of like the metaphysical, more of the like wisdom and, you know, history, spiritual, metaphysical history. And not everybody is ready for that. So I'm going to get into that right now. So disclaimer, so you can close your ears and just watch if you want to. But the reason why I said that sometimes I definitely feel very clear in this is because when you look at, if you ascribe to stories like Atlantis and Lemuria, what you learn from those great stories is that the idea is that these places, they had the ability to utilize stones, probably not how we look at stones now, but they had the ability to utilize the energetic capacities of stones. So we know that everything is vibrating, even solids. And so these stones, they're different stones, they're going to vibrate at different frequencies. And so that's how they were able to manipulate the weather. So that's not something that everybody probably feels comfortable hearing, but that's just the idea in the story of the Atlantis in the Lemurian chapter, possible chapter of human history, or the history of the earth. And so when the quartz are really clear like this, energetically as a person who works with energy, it is very easy for me to channel and to point forward, especially when I work with clients, when I do healing circles. Super, super easy for me to channel. Maybe it's just something for my energy. And I'm sure others have a different experience, but, you know, works for me too. So don't even worry about it. Signing with the sign of the infinity. Starting at the root here, take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let's move it up now to the sacral. I'm putting this behind your back, kind of a gesture of bringing out those good ideas. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Bringing it now to your solar plexus, your chest right there. That's where you know, at this moment, as I touch your solar plexus, I want your back to kind of straighten a little bit and you have good posture. It's like whenever somebody tried to call on you for an answer and you knew the answer, but you straighten up your back, you put your hand up or something like that. I want you to feel that confidence here and go through life like that. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Moving it up to your heart. Right there. That place that connects you to your purpose. We talk about that all the time in community. That we are here connected to our purpose. And allowing you to channel that, to connect. There's times of vulnerability that make it really, really difficult for us to open up. But you got to understand that opportunities no longer have to be, or challenges no longer have to be traumas. They can be opportunities. And so just use that there at your heart, touching your heart there. Take 3 deep breaths. I'm going to let you take these breaths on your own. And I just want to bring something up about being a purist of things. You know, you could be a Reiki purist. You could be a shaman purist. You could be a tarot purist. You could be a purist in yoga or whatever it is, and you have the right to do that. Your final breath now. I was talking to my sister about this, who's very, very, very much so into tarot, into oracle cards. She's the person that I call on whenever I need or have questions about that. And that's definitely her specialty, her modality. And I was encouraging her. I'm going to clear out some of your aura from this point. I was encouraging her to start some type of like social media to really share her gifts, because she's an active participant in numerous communities. She's one of those people who go to the bottom of the Reddit threads and read through all of it, like literally to like the deepest, darkest places in like the internet, the interweb at that point. And I thought, like, hey, you should really do this. You know a lot. And she said to me that she was really nervous about it because she is not a purist. And as much as I'm seeing her communing with others and collecting all of this great information, I didn't think that that would even cross her mind, not being a purist. And at the base of that, we all feel that way, where it's like you feel like you're not good enough or you don't know enough or something like that. But she said, I'm not a purist in that, I don't, when I use the Rider White decks, I don't do all of the meanings from the set in the book meaning. I pull from how I feel about oracle cards, and it's going to be unique and different to the person that pulls the card. And to me, intuitively working with energy, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But she's like, some people out there are very, very serious and very certain about that, and it can make them feel really upset or some type of way. And I just thought in my head, I'm like, oh, you don't have to worry about that. But it really is one of those things that it kind of pulls inside of me to be very clear. I'm a person who I was trained in yoga, trained in Reiki, but I've had all of these experiences in these other modalities as well that I bring into our channel and our space. I've been healed and I've had these wonderful experiences outside of yoga and Reiki. And I feel like that draws from it. Some things I know a lot about, some things I don't know a lot about, but I still allow our community to come together. So this is not a purist community. I'll do Reiki symbols. I'll work with energy. I'll do Metatron healing hand positions. I'll do astrology. I'll do tarot. I'll do oracle. So we do a lot of stuff. And we talk about like just real life things. And because of that, I just want community to know that you can come as you are. This is not a place where we're going to pick apart and critique each other. That's not the point of this. We already have that enough in life. I'm sure you have enough areas, whether it's work or personal, that does that. Here, this is a place where you can just relax, unwind, and come as you are. You can take some of the information I'm giving. If there's things that don't resonate with you, you don't have to take it at all. But just a place where you know that you are deserving, and we as a community can stand up in confidence without feeling like we have to believe or we have to ascribe or do everything they're saying that the community does. And so I just kind of went on that tangent because I think we all feel a little bit of imposter syndrome, or we all feel a little bit like we don't know enough to connect our heart to our purpose and live out loud without being perfect. But you know what? That's not really what makes someone great. What makes them great is that their intentions are right. When they, have challenges or they make mistakes, they, correct it, recorrect their intention, especially if they hurt somebody or they didn't mean to, or even you're hurting yourself. You correct it and you learn and you keep going. You don't have to be perfect. You can, pull from your Brene Brown and just kind of be out, as she says, in the arena, doing your work there. Okay, pulling up to the throat now and speaking your truth here. And I always take the moment to pull out, because we got to get your voices out there. That's why I always tell you to comment, because at least right now you have the opportunity to speak how you feel. And it doesn't necessarily have to be realist, pessimistic kind of things. You can talk about the things you like too. It's very simple here. Sometimes we get into social justice, sometimes we get into other things, but at the very least, pull your energy up in whatever way that comes out, whether it's just complimenting community or talking about your own healing journey. Do it. I love that and am a proponent to that. Okay, last but not least, we're going to get into your third eye. So this is our smoky quartz. I'm just going to wash over here. Take your 3 deep breaths here. Continue to breathe here. Just clearing that out. And I want you to be super receptive as I touch your third eye right there. Okay? Super receptive. Super receptive. very receptive, and allow that to be a clearing out and a conditioning so that you may reapproach your life and challenges in the way that fits you best. I'm hoping that is towards forgiveness, towards compassion, but also towards strong boundaries and things like that. So just relax here. Just kind of a gesture of pulling out some healthy insight and wisdom that you have for yourself today. A couple more breaths here. Final breath. Excellent. Good job, good job, good job. Definitely feeling this opal light to sit right on top of your crown. Right there. We're going to pull up. We're going to breathe in that 555 energy. A gesture of bringing up. Gesture of moving upwards. A gesture of relaxation and release. Pulling up. Final breath. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and tie this all together. We're going to take it from the root. Inhale up, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, all the way to your crown. 2 more. Root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, all the way up to your crown. 1 more time. Root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and all the way up. Okay, you should feel a release here as we're pulling that out. And we're kind of like you're a plant and you're pulling from the ground below, and we're just pulling that water up. And that's a gesture of wisdom, of taking what you need from the soil. And of course, the fruit that you bear, they're always going to drop back down and fertilize that ground. So it's definitely a very symbiotic relationship. Okay, good job. You did an excellent job today. So today we talked about transformation. We talked about understanding the difference when you're going to transformation with a challenge and a trauma. A lot of these original videos on this channel, it was talking about healing over trauma. Now the videos are really talking about how to go after and how to approach challenges because they're difficult. So we talk about being open, being vulnerable to your path, but we also talk about having those strong boundaries. So every time I'm clearing out your aura, I'm clearing out that, it's kind of like windshield wipers to clear it out so that you have those strong boundaries. So you have a protective layer as you're connecting your heart and your other chakras to what's forward in front of you and your purpose and things like that. So you all did a wonderful, wonderful job. Again, if you enjoy the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, to comment. And if no one has said it today, I'm going to go ahead and say it to you. I love you, love you, love you. You did an excellent job today. Remember, at least 5 minutes in your meditation practice each day is enough. Just try to do that. So until next time.